The Wild Wild West. It's a dangerous place filled with critters like scorpions and varmints. Never mind that. What about those crazy calamities like cacti and target practice? Hey, you might get hit by a stray bullet. Real wild out there. Anyways, you start off as a dusty nobody with a 6-shooter, a horse, some money, and rations, and you'll roam the frontier to make yourself a name by entering a life of crime. Your journey starts in Mustard Yellow Town, real town in 1863, look it up, where you can buy weapons and equipment before setting off. Once done, you'll flip the top card of the deck and resolve it. Then the next player does his turn. Cards range from fighting off critters, chance encounters on the range, to duels and calamities. Critters will have you shoot them off and you'll get the rewards listed here. Most important is the bounty, which are victory points. Can't handle a critter? You'll lose a horse or a stamina. Apparently, horses will run themselves to death to escape varmint. So don't go in that crazy Wild West with no bullets, you dumb yokel. Calamities will have you lose something, and if you can't, you'll lose stamina and it'll remain there until you meet those requirements, or you'll lose 5 points at the end of the game. Range cards, well, will range from anything from objects like a harmonica to a stagecoach, which allows you to carry more stuff, yes, you have a limit, to people like a prospector or a local yokel. Things get somewhat interesting when you will have to duel, as these give you lots of bounty and notoriety, denoted by these stars. The more notorious you are, the more cards you'll reveal on your turn. Always fun watching other players flip more cards than you because by sheer chance, they got the cards that gave them notoriety. The envy is real. If you ever run out of stamina, you are out of the game. So don't go in that crazy Wild West with no rations, you dumb yokel. When your turn is done, the other players do theirs. They'll choose what to buy or sell before venturing off into the glossy mustard brown wilderness. When all 9 duels have been vanquished, you count points in each player's pile. Total up the bounties here, stamina remaining, notoriety, and cards that are worth points. -5 bounty for calamities you have, and the player with the most points wins. Whew. I get that this is an independent game, so it's cheap, and you know, the art and the glossy mustard brown discoloration between the cards, and the idea that more is better is what it is in this game, but there are certain things that I can't ignore. And to me, these are what's going to hurt the game score. First of all, it's a luck fest. You flip a card and resolve it. Then it's the next player's turn, and then the other, until one player goes to Rebel, and then he flips 2 cards, and you're still flipping 1, shooting off varmints for the 5th millionth time. The other problem is there's no tactics here, or strategy. Like, the only choices you'll have is when to buy and or sell things, or if you want to press your luck. See if you get something good. Obviously, when you have the money to buy things you need to get rid of calamities, you will because you don't want to lose 5 bounties at the end of the game. If you make it there, you might get eliminated. That's fun, especially since the game drags so much. I mean, look at the deck you're going through. Imagine being eliminated and waiting for the others to finish their game. And the downtime, oh my god, the downtime. Actually, it'd be better if you do get eliminated, that way you'll be doing something. And who's to say the last duel is not at the bottom? If you can't defeat it, it gets shuffled back in. Then there's those damned grave robbers and bounty hunters that reshuffle some cards from your bounty pile back into the deck, making it big again. I was getting triggering flashbacks, almost convulsing at one point because the game reminded me of This Is the Song That Doesn't End as it got buried in my brain and kept looping over and over and over again.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. That's enough, God.
Enough, please, God. I beg your mercy. No more. Don't open Pandora's box. Thy name is Glossy Yellow Mustard Frontier. No! Frontier gets 2 out of 10. 1 point because there's a lot of cards for kindling in case of a zombie apocalypse. which I was hoping for while I was playing, and another because it reminded me of the title, The Never Ending Story, and I forgot how good that movie was, so I watched it right after.